What's going on, YouTube? It's Mumble Falcon in the building. Here to bring you another video. Yeah, I know I ain't been on in a minute. I know that, but yeah, your boy just graduated with his English degree. Yeah, so it took me 4.5 years to do that. So hey, I did that. I'm chilling. You boy need some chapstick. Fuck it. Um, so here back again. Before this playoff run, I know I ain't been here all year, so I ain't gonna sit here and act like I've been making videos all year or nothing like that. But I just wanted to come on here and just give my opinions and stuff like that of the team. Um, we looking straight, man. I definitely didn't want to, go this whole season without making at least one video. And the last game of the season against the Saints, I hate the Saints because I know so many Saints fans, so that's why I just have such a passionate hate for them. Um, so going against the Saints this week, they got your boy Drew Brees, always clutch, always can do something to you. So we definitely got to watch out for him. But I do think our defense is a lot better than it has been. You know, even just this year. Like I feel like we're really like ascending to like maybe even like at this point playing like a and maybe like top 12 defense right now. I believe that we can play at that type of level. And if we can play at that type of level, just these last few games that we have, into the playoffs, if we can play as a top 12, top 10 defense, even though we're not ranked that way, if we can play that way, you know, we'll that will bode well for us because if we can at least be plus one in each game, if we could be plus one in turnover ratio in each game that we play, just at least just plus one, even if we not even plus one, if we can get a fourth down stop, or if we can get a missed field goal or push somebody out of field goal range just like one time, you know that could bode well for us just going throughout the playoffs because our offense definitely, if you give our offense the ball at midfield, we can make some points happen. We haven't been scoring at will. I feel like we could score more sometimes. We get into the red zone, deep into the red zone, and have to settle for field goals and things of that nature. I believe we can do a lot better, and I know they're focusing in on that. Because I believe that these guys they don't get so caught up in how well they're doing. I believe that they know that there's always something better that you can do with the way you're playing, and I believe that they're always striving to get better. That's one thing that I do like about Dan Quinn. He knows that improvement and developing players is the key to winning. I think that's one thing Mike Smith didn't really do as much. He wasn't really focused on making every player on his team better. He was only focused on, you know, putting guys out there that that can do good. If you ain't really good or if you're not the best, you pretty much, just here to fill the roster spot for the most part. Same thing with our team, but at the same time, we actually have a program for these guys that's gonna, that helps them to get better. Like he says the Plan D, which develops the players, on the practice squad and things of that nature to make them better. And that's a tribute to just the fact that he knows how to win. He knows how to be a winning coach. He knows what it takes to win ball games. He knows that you need every player on your team to chip in at some point in the season. And if every player on your team is not equipped to do that, then you're gonna probably have problems. That's one reason that Green Bay was so good for many years. Well, it's still good because they develop players. They draft their players and they develop them. And when you have players that you drafted and you develop, that's good because in free agency, all you got to do is just go find some good missing pieces and put them and plug them in. And I feel like that's for next year. That's really what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be this next offseason. We're gonna be plugging, just getting players probably for the defensive line and maybe for like to push Ricardo Allen. But for the most part, I believe we're gonna just be going best player available, maybe offensive line. But that's free agency and draft. That's a whole two. You know what I'm saying? We have two avenues. I believe we'll probably get the offensive lineman in probably free agency, and we'll probably go D line, maybe one D line in free agency, and then the rest. And like I don't know really what we'll do in offseason, but I believe we'll probably get like an offensive guard in free agency, I believe. And then probably do like the Wes Schweitzer thing. Let him see what he can do. Because he looked good. His tape, Wes Schweitzer, his tape was pretty legit. Um, so I'm talking about off season and everything. I haven't talked in a minute. So yeah, man, back to the Saints. I believe that the offense will overpower the Saints defense. I believe that our offense will overpower their defense. And all we really need to do on our defense, all our defense really needs to do is probably stop them a few times. Maybe get us the ball back one time, you know, maybe two times. Get us the ball back two times maybe. Or push them out of field goal range, you know, force him to have to kick a long one. Hopefully he misses it. The Saints kickers are known for not being clutch. So we know you put the kicker in pressure situations, he might miss it. Um, so just try to force turnovers, man. If we can just get one or two, I believe we'll just take this game for. We'll probably win this game by like. I hate trying to guess Saints games because they're the hardest ones to gauge because you just never know how it's gonna go. You just never know. They could come in here. Drew Brees could come in here on fire, or we could come in there and Vic Beasley has like 4 sacks. So it's like 4 sacks of two forced fumbles, something like that, and then Jalen Collins tips the ball and Keanu Neal picks it for a pick six or something like that. It could be like that, or it could be one of those days where it's just like Matt Ryan and Drew Brees pretty much just threw for 4 touchdowns, and it came down to a Devontae Freeman, 30-yard run at the end of the game to seal it. So it's just like you just never know what's really gonna happen with this game. I do believe we'll win it, but I believe it just depends. We'll probably be able to tell by like halftime how this game is gonna go. So we'll know if they're gonna lay down, which I doubt they're not gonna lay down. We'll know if we're gonna just pummel them or if it's gonna be a game. And hopefully it is a game. Hopefully it is a game because we need it. Let's go ahead and play tough. Let's go ahead and play the Saints. That's a good. I'm glad we're playing the Saints. They got the number 2 offense. That's great. That helps us. We're going into the playoffs. We need this. We need him just in case we have to play Aaron Rodgers. Let's get a practice game against Drew Brees. So probably one of the next best things to Aaron Rodgers at this point right now. Let's get the next, what I'm saying? Let's get him. Let's play him. See what we can do against him. Let's see what adjustments we may need to make, when we playing Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we know Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees are, they're not that much apart as we talking just abilities. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers probably makes more plays with his legs. I will say that. That boy be running. That boy be running. But other than that, Drew Brees can make the same type of throws as Aaron Rodgers. So we really just need to contain. I believe in the next time we play Aaron Rodgers, if we do play Aaron Rodgers, he ain't gonna be playing. He ain't gonna be doing that leg thing with us no more, bro. We gonna hit him, bro. Cause Aaron Rodgers don't be getting hit. That's the thing. He's smart, but I believe don't test us. Don't test us. We will knock your head one time. But the Falcons, man, we just really just gotta do our thing, man. We gotta come back here and just do our thing, man. But yeah, man, this is like a 9-minute video. Um, yeah, we gonna win this game. We will win this game. Yeah. Shout out to all the video makers. Shout out to everybody who may watch this video. That's makes videos about the Falcons or the Aints. You know, shout out to y'all. You know, I guess I should start naming off people. Sports Live. I've been watching Joe Rock. I've been watching Aries. I've been watching Chris Crab, 50 Cal. Did I say Sports Live? Sports Live. He is a real, you know what I'm saying? I always kick with him. I don't know why people be trying to. I kick with him because he been here for a minute. I've been watching him. He one of the first people I started watching. And you know what I'm saying? You an OG in the game, bro. Straight up. Um, you know, who else? Fantasy football. Um, Trying to think. I hope I ain't missing nobody. It's a few people I know. I'm probably miss. Oh, Sean J, G Simp. Um, Shit, bro. I'm drawing a blank, but you know, all y'all, man. If y'all see the video, you know, shout out to y'all, man. Um, Hopefully, y'all, you know what I'm saying. I plan to keep making videos throughout the off season. I mean, not throughout the off season, throughout the playoffs or whatever. And I don't care if nobody say, "Oh, you been gone," because I don't give a damn. It's my channel, so I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm not a fair weather fan. I just haven't been making videos. So, all right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all.